Essentially, the problem with our industry, metals in particular, and of course with other industries also, as we saw during COVID, economy will take a hit, industries will take a hit. So what is performing 1 year may not be performing the next year, whether it is pharma or IT or metals or petrochemicals or whatever. Each of the industry goes through a cycle, and what happens is, as we are seeing also in the United States recently. So a lot of people are being retrenched. So the casualty is always the human factor, and uh, the most common reason given is the stakeholders are looking at profits or costs or whatever, and that is why the easiest to let go is the employee. Uh, I think that is where TeamLease comes in, where rather than taking in and taking out people every now and then, which is basically an inhuman thing to do, if I can put it like that, it would make much more sense to be more logical to hire as you go from an agency that has resources at disposal and who can be giving these resources or offering these resources to those who are enjoying an upswing. And when that particular industry goes through a downswing, the resources come back in the pool and can be offered to the next industry which is going through an upswing. So that way, it kind of becomes a shock absorber, where at least human beings or employees are not the casualty of economic cycles. And I think that is where also this company has gone through that upswing and downswing. There were times when we had a lot of employees, and there was a painful time when we had to let go certain employees, and after that it was a kind of promise to ourselves that we will not let this happen again in the future. So TeamLease has been a good partner over the last decade that we have been dealing, or more. A decade is my experience with TeamLease. And whenever we have needed people, their resources have been available at short notice. And whenever we have had to let go of those resources, there haven't been problems. And we know the resources have been taken care of. So, the pain is out of hiring and firing. And it's a much more human way of doing things. Also, the other part that was appreciated is this company pays on the last working day of the month, And I think what I've appreciated about TeamLease is also they pay their resources bang on the first of the month. So, in a way, the values match between our organization and TeamLease. So that is probably a major reason why we have gotten along so well. The standards match, the values match, and we would look forward to this association continuing. And like I mentioned, if we can have, other than the low skills and medium skills, if we can also have high skills available from TeamLease, we would be willing to look at that.